Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Boise State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We've got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Hard running there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Makes the grab. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Broncos. What a catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here.
The quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him this time. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll run play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, 1st quarter, they've now already given up 1.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes his connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, it's Stark getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field, and that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on the screen pass, but they got to him so fast he couldn't get rid of the football, and they got the sack.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. The Broncos send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll bring it back. It's Banks. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They're going to ride this running back. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his...
At the 39.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. Especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. To the air, it's Stark. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The option look. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Safe completion on the screen. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He finds his man, and he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
The give to the tailback. Tackle is made after the 1st down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time at Florida State. Offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Now improvising. Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Fires to the big fella. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. No good. Still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Florida State. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that first down?
It's a draw. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He looks that one in nicely. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Throwing right. It's caught.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
It's complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. They're going to run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately...
Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, no. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida State, 14. Boise State, 10.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The give out of the gun. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jess. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Number 7.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arizona took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Wildcats that fired on all cylinders. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Broncos will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Fights off a defender. Just knocking away defenders. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Offense in a split backfield. They'll run the option. The pitch. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's got his man. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Give to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Leaves it with the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Stark. The throw. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Noles look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal. They are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense?
And he's running in the open. At the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Stark. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
No, he just flat ran over it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. On the run, still looking. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Grabs it in the middle. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's going up top here late in the game. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were